Hello and welcome to 4000 and Counting, brought to you by our good friends at Hurricane E-Bikes. I'm Watty, this is Mark, and it is charity game announcement time. And obviously, everybody that's been following along knows that we've kind of announced one charity and that we promised that later date that we were going to announce another. So we wanted to go direct to Matt Parsons and donate money to the Just Giving page that was on his site with a target of £50,000, and we'll link that below. You can still give to that. Matt very graciously said that money would be better served going to a motor neurons disease charity, and we went to the drawing board and we looked up, and there was fucking hundreds of viable options. But we're going to go back to one of our old sponsors, and they had a very, very solid connection with this charity and with my heritage. Obviously, being I'm a Scot, I'm a rugby fan, and motor neurons disease and the oddballs. It led us all the way back round the clock to my name is Brody. Brody. That's because Brody was just in here. My name is Dodie. Sorry, it's the Dodie Weir Foundation, and sadly, Dodie lost his life at 52 due to motor neurons disease, and he did not half grind it out to make a lot of money for charity. Before he went. And anyone that ever wants to hear a funny story, you go and search the British and Irish Lions when Dodie was there, and there's a kind of offbeat camera crew there, and I'm not going to spoil it, but apparently there was a guy that looked a lot like Dodie Weir in a bar the night before a test, and that's what I'll say. But you know, like, absolute legend. And for us to be able to raise money for motor neurons disease is fantastic. To be able to bring it back to that again with Dodie Weir, another sport and another man who went through this, it made total sense. And obviously, if anyone's been to our charity games, we like to spread the love, and we never do a charity game for one charity in particular. I believe last time it was 4, the first time it was 3, this time it's only going to be 2. But I said to Mark off air, the second one, there's lots of options on the table, but I want to do something for children's cancer charity. And I said, I've been to Royal Marsden, and we've supported them twice or 3 times before. I can't remember what it is, but we've supported them before. So I've walked the fucking halls there, and I've seen what they did. It's really hard to take them off the table. Mark went, done. So our second charity is going to be the Royal Marsden Children's Cancer Charity. And our boy Zooms, what these charity games started on the back of, he's still going there, man. He's still going there. And why the fuck not? It makes perfect sense to me. They're amazing. We got to sponsor some stars on the Christmas tree last year when we made a donation and stuff like that. And they have a couple of sites. So, you know, they've got one in Sutton and the other one, oh, it escapes me now, but they've got 2 children's cancer charity sites, and we see the work that goes into what these people do. It's an absolute no-brainer. So the 2 charities that we are raising money for is the Dodie Weir Foundation. My name is Dodie, and Children's Cancer Charity, Royal Marsden Children's Cancer Charity. So that's the 2. That's the sum a bit out of the way. Well, I wish it was, actually. I'm just going to extend that a little bit. We want to extend our sincere condolences to Ollie and Sam Schoen from Bristol. Sadly, Phil the Fridge, the old man, passed away, and the boys are going to be cycling 522 miles to raise some money. We've already shared the link on our Facebook page. If you haven't seen it, you can go and donate there. But Mark, that's the end of the summer one. Hit me with your rhythm stick. We've been fucking busy the last 2 days, and we have a ridiculous amount of players to name. We were going to do it individually on social media, but we'd be there for a fortnight. We both had jobs and other stuff going on. We thought, what's best? Get everybody on YouTube and tell it how it is. Mark, give me the 2 Peterborough boys that have just signed up for the Saturday, 5th of August, 4,000 and counting 3.0 charity game.
So we have a guy I think is going to be a popular one. Maybe not one people would expect. We have Martin's sisters.
God.
Coming along with him is
Another
Corey
stud.
McEwen.
Another stud. And these boys didn't get spoke about quite a lot last year. And then you look at their points, and it's like, geez, they're good players, but everyone was speaking about how good Mars playing. Everyone's speaking about Billen and Buglas and the kids. And these boys just undercover, going about their business, doing things. And very, very happy that they're coming on board. And we appreciate them giving up their time, coming down to Slough and being a part of that. It's great to see some of the guys that from a little bit further away
I just want to say there,
taking
can I
time out
just
their
jump
summer
in?
though, man. That's amazing.
Yeah, I want to add there that actually it was Corey's father, that Doug, that got me into hockey. So I grew
Yeah.
up in the same school as Corey, and yeah, he's the reason
By
I
the
got
way,
into
if no
hockey.
one you new
That's his
school,
jersey there, by the way. That's Corey's jersey.
you new school puppies, just type in Doug McEwen into Elite Prospects, maybe into YouTube. Think Corey's good. Woo! You have no idea what the old man was like. Jesus, that guy was a weapon. But come they go and they leave and go to Swindon. Swindon's benefit, our benefit. Glenn Billen, former Peterborough boy, he is also going to be lacing them up in the charity game. Now that's 3 pretty legit forwards to start this release off. Mark, give me another legit forward because we have plenty.
Where do we start, man?
I don't know.
We've
You got the list,
honestly
mate. You go where you like. Let's rock and roll with
we've
this thing.
so let's start with,
Oh, give me a
oh
young
man,
stud.
this
Give
is
me a young stud. Give me a young pup.
a young pup. I'm gonna go with, let's go with, well, I want to check out Owen Dell.
What about his boy?
Oh, yeah. Sorry, there's just so many to choose from. There's another one I'm gonna pop up in a moment. But yeah, we have TJ Anderson.
Absolute weapon. Love
He'll
this
be
kid.
joining.
Really liked him in the National 1. Loved him in the National. And he's going to continue to grow. Is nowhere near his ceiling yet. And Romford are going to have an absolute stud on their hands. They're going to do well to keep a hold of him after this season or maybe the next. You know, some of them bigger teams are going to come calling, I guarantee it. And we have both Owen and TJ at our charity game. What epic news for us. Mark, give me someone else.
I've
Who
got
else?
another beaut that we've got lined up. Finley Howes.
Oh, and his teammate, Jake Price. Couple of Telford boys. Absolute great. Again, lads that are willing to travel and get involved in these things for the charities that we're supporting. I really appreciate that because in these events, a lot of the times it seems to be the players that are fairly local that will get on board, and you occasionally get some that travel, but we've been so lucky this time around that guys are willing to travel, which is only going to continue to grow this thing as we go into 0.4, 0.5 and whatever on into the future with these charity games. But that's a couple of Telford beauties, a couple of Peterborough beauties, some Swindon boys. Let's go. Oh, I don't know. You got the list.
We've
You
got
just
Ed
run the list.
Bradley, Josh Kelly.
Yeah, Josh Kelly, we already announced him. Ed Bradley not quite been announced yet, but Ed's coming. His roommate, Owen Subchuck, he's coming as well. So the Bristol Pitbulls are going to be represented. Potentially another couple of Bristol boys to add to that list.
We have Christian Moore coming as well.
Yeah, so from the Slough/Bees connection, obviously we've got the Baird carts. So Joe Baird, Brendan Baird, Roman Cathcart, Ty Cathcart, their teammate Christian Moore down there in Slough. So we've got the Slough connection covered. I know there's going to be plenty of Slough fans being that it's in Slough. by the way, if you haven't got your tickets already, go to ticketlab.co.uk/4000 counting. We did have a bit of issue earlier. Someone was asking, is that link that we posted adult? Is it an adult only event? No, it's not. If you go back into that link, there's a concession child page and there's also a family page. So don't worry, all angles are covered. If you do have a disability and need like some assistance or need some seating, just send an email 4000counting@gmail.com and we will make sure the rink get notified of like any special assistance that you may need on the evening. Please do that in plenty of time though. Don't wait until the night because we have a million and one other jobs and your needs may not be satisfied. If you let us know in plenty of time, it will be. We'll make sure of it. Let's go back into some players that maybe we haven't announced yet. The names have been coming in thick and fast. Who else have we got, Mark, that might surprise the people?
Oh, let's try and have a look through this list and think who we didn't announce.
I'll tell you what, let's just run top to bottom of your list. Just run me through your list. What have you got there? Guys, girls, strap in. This is about 35 players out of our 50. So there's more to come. And there's more on the negotiating table, so to speak. But we're pretty much almost there with our team table. And Mark, just go top to bottom, let the people know.
So we've got Owen Sobchuk, Ryan Watt, Sam Waller, Danny House, Josh Kelly, Deacon Fielder, Elliot Lewis, Joseph Baird, Brendan Baird, Ty Cathcart, Roman Cathcart, Martin's sisters, Charlie Thompson, Zach Milton, James Galazzi, Shane Moore, Sean Thompson, Ross Bowers, Norman Pennington, Brad Watchorn, Zach Sullivan, Ben Painter. We have Josh Ely Newman, Tyler Blues, Christian Moore, Josh Smith. We have Ed Bradley, Owen Dell, Root Quiney. We have Glenn Billing. We have Finley Howes. And we have TJ Anderson and Jake Price.
And there's a couple of others that we've probably skimmed over there and forgot about. And there's plenty more coming that, as you can tell, there's no goalies there, but don't worry, we're going to have goalies, no shooters on the night. We've also been very, very generously donated prizes from prizes from people all within the hockey community already. There is going to be a raffle on the day, so if you did want to potentially get involved, donate a prize to the raffle, you can do so. Again, we go back to that 4000counting@gmail.com or across any of our social media. You'll be able to get in touch with us there if you got a prize. Sponsorship, now it's not confirmed as of yet, but it looks like the title sponsor for jerseys is going to be Hurricane e-bikes. Obviously, they are our title sponsor. There are guys over there.
How sick do they look on the jerseys?
And their logo looks pretty epic on the jersey. So it's not over empowering. It's clean. It's tidy. It looks money. So we are going to be looking for other sponsors, though. There's going to be other sponsorship opportunities on the evening. I know some of you have reached out. This week, we will be putting a sponsorship package together for the event, much the same way as we have a sponsorship package available for the podcast. This is how Hurricane have been involved. This is how Throw and Go have been involved. This is how Manscaped have been involved. This is how Oddballs have been involved. All these companies, Elsa's Hockey, God, Perk Energy. I'm trying to think back to some of our sponsors. They've all been involved with the podcast directly, but this one's going to be more charity game focused. So it's going to be a one-off. But if you are smart, you will start sponsoring that event now, and you might just get a shit ton of shout outs for the next 8 weeks for free. So like, it's in your best interest to get involved. If you want to sponsor the charity game, to do it now. We're not promising that we're going to sponsor you and put it all over the podcast, but you might be on the jerseys and in the programs and in the event things and running up. But we will be dropping your name over the next 8 weeks on all episodes because we're going to be bumming up this charity game. We want to raise as much money as possible for these two fantastic charities. Shout out to, I'm not going to name him yet. I'm going to make sure he's cool with it. But one of the Bees fans who's based around Slough, he has reached out to me and offered. Well, he actually offered up to 10 of his CIA, not CIA, CIS insurance. What's the badge you get on a door? Can't remember. Whatever the badge
Stone
is.
Island.
Stone
Stone
Island.
Island.
Yeah, you go. Stony. But no, he offered a lot of his badged up guys to come and run security for us. They're gonna end up. They're gonna have 3 security. I didn't want it to be overkill, paramedics and everything. So shout out to the unnamed man until I make sure that's cool. So that's already saves money. Shout out to Slough. They have donated the ice time, which again goes. We're already £1,700 better off than we were last year.
And all that's going to charity. So awesome.
Whereas last year it was going to Planet Ice and the security company.
The swimming pool.
But do you know what I mean? No, like it's a big difference for us. We have jobs. We're trying to do this. It's just the 2 of us here. So when it comes to like getting jerseys out and trying to get these owner loans, please get involved. Some of you have already messaged about players owner loans, and we haven't even put the jersey designs out. We have spoke to Ali Cree. We have 2 of the 4 jersey designs already. A couple of tweaks are going to happen, but they're epic. And
oh yeah,
you guys are going to love them. I can't wait to show you them. Mark, are you happy with the way it's progressing? Like, I'm sat here, it is the 7th of June. No, it's not. Yes,
yeah.
it is. It is the 7th of June, sorry. Yeah.
It is.
And
all
we
day.
have until the 5th of August. We have 9 on 2 months. We pretty much have all the players signed up. We have half the jerseys designed. We have Dorman sorted. We have DJ sorted. We have medics sorted. We have physios sorted. We need some sponsors on board. We need Man the Match and beer sponsors. We need all sorts of different sponsors throughout
Some
the
volunteers
event.
would also be great.
And by the way, we've had many of you reach out about being volunteers already. If you want to be involved and want to help on the night, then please get in touch. Do not be offended if we don't get back to you or whatever. It is not personal. These things. So we get so many messages coming in.
We get a lot of messages, and when we're dealing with 50 odd hockey players at the same time, organising all
like
the
these
little
messages
bits
are coming in. We're not ignoring anybody. It's not like that. I promise you. It's just with real life and work and kids and jobs and fucking whatever else it is that goes on. Some of these messages get missed, or Mark might pick one up, which means it's unnotified on my end and I don't see it, and then vice versa. I pick one up and read it, but I'm with clients for 3 hours. Mark won't realize there's a notification because I've took the notification. Trust us, it's a grind, and we're doing our best, and we will continue to do our best, and we want to do our best for these 2 charities. Please do get involved and buy your tickets now. Do not wait. We want to see numbers, because we want to see how hard we need to promote this thing. Do we need to take a little bit of money out to get some sponsored ads and promote it, or are you guys going to get involved early enough that we don't need to do that, which means more money into the charity pocket? Because ultimately we don't want to have to put sponsored ads out, but we will, because we want. My goal with that game is to be the busiest ever game in Brighton or Slough's history, because they haven't sold that place out. None of them to have sold that out. I want that place fucking sold out.
And with what we've got on the ice, and we've also got, I know there's no goalies. I don't think we named any goalies, but we're waiting to confirm them. We have been speaking to a few goalies. They're just a general on ice product is incredible. And yeah, with
incredible
what we've got lined up,
incredible players, incredible raffle prizes. I don't know. What else do we need to do? We're trying to do this thing. Incredible referees. We forgot about our boys, Tomo and Klaus.
Yeah.
Matt Tomo. Well, say Matt Tomo. Matt Thompson, aka Tomo. Dave Cloutman, aka Clouts. They've very generously given up their time once again. And for you old school fans, this is a chance to get to see some of your old friends and hang out in a bar and chat. We are going to be going to the Windsor and Eton Brewery post game around about 9 o'clock, 9:30 until 11. We've sorted that out with them. So we have a location to go afterwards. We did planned to do a golf day. Our venue fell through the day afterwards. Please bear with us. We will try and get that because ultimately charity golf day raises more money again. And with the fact that some of you guys are going to be traveling from all over the country, stopping down, it makes sense to try and benefit the use out of you guys there. And we can pair fans up with players and 4 balls, and we can do all sorts. But the ultimate objective is to raise as much money as we can and benefit to awesome charities, have some fun, give you guys a little taste of ice hockey about a month out from the season. So it's going to be nice. It's going to be like fucking 20 weeks since you've probably watched a game by then. You're going to come down 4-on-4 tournament. Teams taking on like every little different angle. You get round robin, then you get the final and the third v4. So there's plenty of games going on. We are going to be working on a women's game also. So I felt a bit robbed because we planned an event before COVID. It was going to be our second of the annual 4,000 Encounter charity events. And we had a women's showcase and a juniors showcase set up in our event. Unfortunately, that didn't end up getting to happen. And I would love to start off, we're going to go baby steps, but we want to invite the women to play a period, which is equivalent of a game in this scenario. We want the women set up. If you haven't already, go back and listen to Nat's Aldridge episode. Like, we want to start promoting the women's game a little bit more. Haven't listened to Nats. We've had Saf and Jody on. You could go listen to them. Nats and Ganny have been on together. There's been women on this podcast before, but no one's really promoting them in this country. And Mark, we've spoken about before. We probably think this is our best chance getting the Olympics in it.
It is, and I need to also pick my brains of women's hockey a bit more, get a bit more on
Me
the
too.
database with like with the names and the teams, because I've got to be very honest. Like I said in the episode, I don't know a huge amount, but I love the national team because I get to see streams online, and that's
Yeah.
what I did in the championships in Korea, and I love it to see both. You know, the thing is, it's not like we're a dominant force in both, where it's like same expectations. It's like we are seeing our national team grow, like genuinely going up the divisions and trying to improve. And the women's game has shown a lot more publicity now, rightly so. And I think by us having, we were unfortunate we're not getting the showcase due to fucking COVID, excuse my language, but we've got this opportunity to have a good 20 minutes to get them on the ice in Slough, and again to showcase some more talent.
So, with that being said, we'll be dropping some ladies' names very, very soon. The messages are going to go out within the next 24 hours, and the names are going to start coming in. We are going to put on a ladies' game. What I do need, though, ladies and gentlemen, is a jersey sponsor for 22 female jerseys. Now, they are going to be designed a little bit different from the men's ones. They're going to be more in line with last year's 4,000 Encounter charity game jerseys, which were fire. So they're going to be more in line with those ones. But we need a sponsor for that, because I'm not going to go to the well with Hurricane and make them sponsor another 22 jerseys. These jerseys add up, and we will be doing own and loan on the male jerseys. Haven't decided on the female jerseys as of yet. We will let you guys and girls know very, very soon. But Mark, anything else charity game related right now?
No, I just want to say that I think it's a really, really exciting opportunity for our fans to see. Like, we've been a bit more selective this year. You know, there's some other players we wanted to get, but logistically, it's a bit much to ask people to come down from Scotland. So apologies.
Oh, I would love to
But
see like Solway and the new guys involved, but
that would
it's
have been awesome. But yeah, it's just
6
it's a bit
hours
too
each
far.
way for a fucking charity game. It's a
But
bit much.
yeah, we've gone for a few more. We've had a look at some teams and just contacts and stuff, and we've sort of reached out instead of being branched. within the sort of the local areas, because you're sort of blessed with loads of clubs in your area. We're sort of branched out with Telford, Peterborough, and yeah, we've got Sheffield,
Yeah,
and potentially
we're
some
all over
more. So
Swindon, Bracknell, fucking
we're trying to bring you a
Basingstoke.
mix of players from different clubs to try and
Yeah,
make it more fun.
and we really hope you guys support this event because, hey, we're not getting rich out of this. Like we're
No,
not. The idea is to raise as much money as we can for charity,
all for charity.
and we're going to be announcing a lot more stuff via YouTube this year. Obviously, YouTube wasn't a platform that we were using last year or prior in 2019, whereas now we are, and a lot of the announcements are going to come in this format because it's going to be easier for us if we can slip it into our schedule. It's going to allow us to continue with our video content, and as we go and get busier towards like the mid off season, we've already got another roundup video planned for you guys because the Elite League have now woken up and started signing players. Belfast signing players, Nottingham signing players, Sheffield signing players. Like, it's going on. It's, you know, Curran's left Coventry. Where's he going to end up? He's taking one of his teammates with him. They're both going to the same organization. Kugler's going to Dell too. Like, shit's happening right now. Our podcast guest Jamal Watson is joining our podcast guest Joey Lewis on his team in the Dell too. Like, there is so much to talk about in the UK hockey market, and the only place you're actually going to get to hear about that is here.
And we'll try and bring you as much and as often as possible.
We're the only ones, and we're dedicating a lot of time to this right now. And I hope you realize and appreciate the effort that we're going through. But we also love it. Like, this isn't a grind. Don't get me wrong, it's a lot of hours, and we're putting a lot of hours into it, and we're making sure you guys are getting regular content. But we're looking at the big picture, and the big picture is longevity. And 4,000 Counting Media Productions will be registered tomorrow. A little surprise on air for Mark there. 4,000 Counting Media Productions is going to be a registered business as of tomorrow. So we are turning this thing up. Charity games going. We're doing all of these things in order to. Well, the original, when me, Mac, and Mandy started this thing, and we spoke, one of the things was always going to be charity.
Yeah.
Like, we're fuckheads, and we can take the piss out of each other until the cows come home, and we can tell stories until the cows come home. But we always wanted to be able to give back. Throughout our situation, we'll be lucky enough to be able to give back to our boy Ross Bowers, to Oliver Pyatt, Andre Pyatt's son, you know, amongst Zooms and a bunch of other people. Victoria, my physio from the Isle of Wight, who went through cancer. I think I dyed my hair some stupid colour. All the hospitals from the 24 and 24 that we've managed to do for a couple of times. Do you know what? Like, this was the main focus, and now we're going to expand this podcast. We're going to take this podcast into Europe. We have a lot of European guests coming on very, very soon, like some, like, you know, Munich and teams that you're like, whoa. We're going to be bringing this thing international, and then we're going to be doing the travel element. You're just getting it on the ground floor, and if you're not already subscribed, click that button right now. We're going to take you on a wild journey, and we're going to do a word, and you're even going to get me trying to say it live on air right now. Philanthropy. I can't fucking say it. Why does my mouth can't say it? Do you know the word I'm trying to say? Philanthropy. What the fuck?
I'm going to say pass before I make a fucking idiot of myself.
I'm going to get my wife in here to fucking say this for you people because I can't say it. Sophie, come here. She's already coming. She can hear me from next door. She knows she knows I can't say this word. Philanthropy. You might as well be speaking fucking Japanese.
Say it all the time, Gossip Girl.
Say it again. Philanthropy. I kind of want to give myself a cool
We've learned something new today.
Right now. Check me out. Spracken's your dick. Look, I can't speak. I barely speak English.
So there we go. So this is an opportunity for you guys to hear Watty himself pronounce some names from the European teams.
Yeah, tune into the
Bracknell, and we're going to get a compilation list by the end of the year.
Yeah, tune into the Bracknell Import episode when I try and fucking name the goalie. Someone beat the goalie. I can't even name him, let him beat him. But that is an episode that is coming to you guys very, very soon. Me and Mark are going to have hot takes on the Import Netminder situation. There's only been one. Smith has gone to Bristol. Is there going to be a second?
Oh.
No, there's not. There's not. It's going to turn out Battle Bees, Dominic Gavage. It's going to be the only man that has gone with an import netminder in the 23-24 National League season. We've got a lot to say about it. You guys on Twitter have got a lot to say about it.
Unbelievable, Jeff.
Unbelievable. I think he's been sent off. I don't know. I just don't know. I thought they made a sub and he kind of went off and he came back on. And that knows. Chris Kamara, the best man in the business when it comes to football entertainment. We want to be that for you. We're gonna be trialing some things next season. We're going to be reaching out to teams and hopefully going to access to a lot of streams and stuff like that. And we're going to do some like maybe in-game live reactions. We won't, out of respect to the clubs, we'd never share them when the game's going on. But you know, like as soon as that game's finished, you get to watch that as we watch that. And there's going to be all sorts of things going on. We want to expand this channel and we're going to give you guys a very cool opportunity to be involved with this channel, which I think is going to be awesome. And it's going to get all of UK hockey involved. And we're going to give you guys a platform to be creative. And Mark, do you want to tell them what it is or should we wait it out?
We can. Okay, so we've had a few over the last sort of year. We've had a few posts of interactions. Well, this time, me and Watty spoke. We've had some really good pictures, videos sent to us. We actually receive a lot in the DMs and stuff as well, which a lot of you fans will never get the chance to see. But we thought, why don't we actually let our fans send us in the best pictures from their week of hockey, weekend of hockey, wherever they've been. Videos, sorry. And then what we'll do is we will add them into our weekly roundup. Yep. So we'll do our normal weekly roundup and we will select our favorite video or videos.
Dissect them.
And yeah, we'll give you a bit of a shout out.
Not only that, to go one further, we will also add them to our YouTube shorts. Now, for those that are new to YouTube shorts are literally, as they say, shorts. They're 60-second videos. Now, if you happen to have the tic-tac-toe from Belfast versus Guildford, and you just happen to have that on video, guess what? Your video is going to be on 4,000 and counting. And as we continue to grow and the subs continue to grow, your content's going to be getting shared by everybody. You get name credit and you know, like it could be an opportunity for yourself to grow on the back of that. We do not want to take away from hockey fights. Okay?
No.
But if you do have a hockey fight and you want to send it to us, we will share it as well, tag in whatever it is. But we're not trying to piss on parades here. So goals, hits, whatever it may be, could be just fans. You could fucking have the best reaction of a sellout crowd going bananas for a minute. We want to see it.
Yeah, it doesn't necessarily need to be the game. It can just be a funny moment within your hockey experience in the arena.
If your boy's 10 deep and he fucking falls down the stairs and you've got it on video, trust me, we'll share that shit. Like, if you give one of your boys...
I'd like to see that.
Yeah, if you give one of your boys, what's the capital of Thailand? And he goes, you don't know, and you give him, well, Bangkok! We want to see it. I'll share that shit on my YouTube channel. Like, that would amuse me. Like, it'll amuse me. You help us, we help you. We grow the game. That's what we're trying to do. We do not want... I know it's not growing exponentially right now off the charts, but it is growing. We're never going to be one of the podcasts where you can't reach out. Like, you can reach out. DMs are open. We spoke about mental health and stuff like that. DMs are open, man. Like, reach out, charity game, reach out. If you want to sponsor, reach out. If you want to donate, reach out. Like this week alone, we've got someone that builds like wooden puck carriers. They're donating. Someone that's building a clock with the 4,000 count logo. You better win that. You know, golf courses are donating rounds of fucking 4 balls. People are donating, and this thing is growing, whether people like it or not. And I'm here for it, mate. I can't wait. And I can't wait to take you guys and girls on the journey with us. But we've been rambling on for a while. I hope you've loved all the players that we've announced today. That is a lot of players to digest. You might have to go back and hit pause and stop and pause and stop. Don't worry, they will be on Instagram, they will be on Twitter, they will be on Facebook. But we wanted to give the YouTube viewers and the podcast listeners the exclusive on the players before the social media crew got it. We hope you're happy. We hope you go to ticketlab.co.uk right now. /4000 counting. Do that. Go to buy me a coffee /4000 counting. Help us achieve our dreams of hitting Europe next year, and we'll bring you along for the ride. Until next time, this has been fun. Peace.
Peace. Go further, go faster, get fitter. Subscribe today. Hurricane e-bikes have a great range of bikes available on the e-bike subscription plans. The Cruiser e-bikes are perfect for beach rides, long distance rides, or just everyday use. The Fat Bike e-bikes look great and can cope with the toughest terrain, perfect for off-road adventures. The Hybrids range are perfect for about town, everyday use and leisurely rides with the family. Take your ride to the next level with the mountain bike and get ready for your next power-assisted adventure.